Speaking of Thanksgiving, the holiday is just about upon us, and before the turkey, gravy, and all the fixings, many of you are going to get in the car and drive to your holiday destinations. 80 million Americans expected to hit the road this year. And joining us now is Lauren Fabrizi from AAA Northeast. Lauren, it's always great to see you.
Great to be back. Thanks for having me.
Well, tell us about AAA's holiday travel forecast. You put this out every year, those numbers. It could break records this year, right?
That's absolutely right. We are expecting record travel this Thanksgiving. You just mentioned nearly 80 million folks are expected to travel 50 miles or more from home over the Thanksgiving travel period. That number is up 1.7 million from last year and up around 2 million from 2019, so pre-pandemic. So we are expecting to surpass pre-pandemic numbers and set a new record.
That's significant. How are gas prices looking for those of us who are going to have to fill up before we hit the roads?
Yeah, nearly 72 million folks to be exact are expected to drive, and some good news from them. Here in Connecticut right now, the average for a gallon of regular is at 3.06. That number is down around 33 cents from this time last year. So certainly good for when folks go to fill up before they head out.
Well, here's a key question for you. When are the best and worst times to drive? And this is on the front end of Thanksgiving, the best and worst times.
Yeah, the biggest question of them all, right? What everybody wants to know. So tomorrow and Wednesday are going to be among the worst days to travel before Thanksgiving. Specifically, we're going to see a big rush in the afternoon and evening hours. So if you can leave as early as possible tomorrow and Wednesday, we are recommending to leave before 10 a.m. if you can.
What about after Thanksgiving, right? Everybody's trying to plan this out. We're all thinking ahead of Thanksgiving. What about on the back end of when the best and worst times is to head home?
Yeah, so for Friday, we're expecting a lot of folks to head out in the morning. So if you can leave after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then for Saturday and Sunday, on the flip side, we're recommending folks leave after 1 o'clock. And then Monday, just keep in mind, because that is a work day for many, you're going to have folks heading home from their Thanksgiving destinations and then also going to be mixing in with commuters. So if you want to avoid that morning rush and then that evening rush, if you can leave outside of those peak travel times, that's what we suggest.
All right, good advice. What about air travel? How are things looking this year for that?
Air travel is expected to break records as well, with nearly 6 million people expected to fly domestically, and really the best and worst travel times pretty much mirror car travel. So tomorrow and Wednesday, incredibly busy. Sunday and Monday going to be very busy at the airports as well. So really anything that you can do to make your trip as quick and easy as possible, as smooth as possible. If you can reserve parking at the airport ahead of time, that's always a good idea. And as we always say, you want to make sure that you arrive at least 2 hours ahead of your departure.
And there are some concerns for those heading to Charlotte Airport. Darren was just talking about the workers that are on strike. What advice do you have for those particular travelers?
First and foremost, just be patient, stay calm. You want to expect that services may be a little bit slower than normal. We talk about this a lot. If you haven't done so already, you want to download your airline's app. That way you can stay up to date on any delays or cancellations. And again, just give yourself extra time. You want to make sure that you have plenty of time to get through security.
All right, Lauren Fabrizi of AAA Northeast, appreciate your time today and happy Thanksgiving.
You as well, and safe travels if you're heading out.
All right, thank you. Lisa, over to you.
Catherine.